at 6:15 on Wednesdays and alternate Fridays. Well, now it's time for our second and last visit of the week to the orchard. A fire rages at the orchard, and many apples have been lost. To add to his troubles, Jeff realizes his own wife might be trapped in a burning kitchen. In the burning barn, Neville and Violet find themselves trapped. Miriam! My wife is in there! I have to get her out!
The place is an inferno, Mr. Picton. It'll be
suicide? Yes, suicide. Don't try and stop me, Colin. Oh, no, I won't try and stop you.
My boy! Where's my boy?
Your boy, Mrs. Bitterdale?
Do you mean Tom?
No.
Tim?
No.
Tam?
No. The other one?
Yes. Dad saw him in the kitchen with your wife.
My wife? Out of my way! Oh, why don't those Morris men shut up?
They're being paid by the hour.
I'm going in!
Hey! Will you get
hey!
Hey! Yes, very good, very good.
Hey! It's a furnace, May.
Yes, the barn, kitchen, whole place will go up in a minute.
They'll be looking for a doctor. We'd better get home before we spot them.
Look at this.
What is it?
It's a shoe. A blue shoe with a buckle. Do you know whose this is?
No.
Betty Towbridge.
What? You don't think she might be trapped inside?
There's always a chance. Oh, come on, Neville. Up you get. We have to get out of here. The whole building is going to collapse. The weight of all the apples as they heat up and expand. We have to get out.
That fire was the best thing that could have happened to us, Miriam.
Yes, Jeff, it certainly was.
Who would have guessed all those apples heating up and exploding would have filled the basement with the most delicious cider ever tasted?
Tim, Tom and Tam are bottling it now, and Colin's sticking the labels on.
Where's the other one?
I don't know.
He's been keeping clear lately. That's good.
He did save my life, Jeff.
I would have saved your life, Miriam. I was running in.
I know. We passed you running out. And once I was safe, he did go back and get you too, didn't he? I can't understand why you don't like him, Jeff.
He shouldn't have rescued you. It's my job. Not that I want there to be a next time, Miriam, but if there is, I hope you will wait for me.
I'm ever so proud of you, carrying that Mrs. Picton to safety from a burning barn.
'Twas nothing, Mar. Don't fuss.
Don't fuss, he says. Don't fuss after what you did. And that husband of hers didn't thank you very much, I thought. You ought to have a medal.
Oh, Why'd have done it?
Yes, well, you weren't there, were you?
He's always there. I am not. You do fancy her.
That's enough of that.
Oh,
Your granddad's right. None of that sort of talk. You won't make that mistake again, will you?
No, Mar. Don't go on.
My old granny used to say, holes make a colander, but a colander don't make holes.
What's that got to do with it?
I don't know. Are you questioning your own granny now? Think on. Oh, I'm going to be late for the hotel again. It's a good job I don't do much when I get there. Jam or marmalade this morning, Nick?
Jam, please. I like a nice red jam.
I know. Here we are. I'll get the teapot.
Today's the day, May. Now they've had that letter, the medical board will have to allow me to practice surgery again.
Quite right, too.
Now, if I take this piece of bread, butter, some eyes, nose, mouth. Now, cut along here, you see, and this big gash of strawberry jam here. And pull it apart. That is how to do a frontal lobotomy.
Very good, dear. Are you going to eat that bit?
Oh, that shouldn't have come off. Never mind. A little bit of butter, soon stick it back. There.
Oh, what a funny smile he's got, all up the side of his face.
That's because he's happy, you see. The operation's been a success. A few hours now outside in the fresh air, and he'll be up and about in no time. Delicious. Delicious.
Ooh, the postman. It could be your letter from the medical board.
Ah, the wonderful colour of blood. The smell of it. Do you remember that emergency tracheotomy I did in 46? He bled. Shouldn't have, but he did. Marvellous colour. Almost a shame to sew him up again. Still, that's medicine for you. Well,
nothing.
Typical. Never mind. Tomorrow, no doubt. I'll be off now. I may not wait anyway. It's only a formality. If old Bill comes in with a garden fork through his foot again, I'll take it off.
Will he be able to dig with one foot? He won't be able to press the spade in without falling over.
Oh, the human body is very adaptable. Look at your cousin Archibald after I treated his stiff neck. It's not many men who can see almost 360 degrees behind them, you know. I'll see you tonight.
Have a good day. Oh, dear. What shall I do? If Nick sees this letter, it'll finish him.
You haven't seen Mother, have you, Alison?
Is she still not back?
No. Very strange.
That's true. She's always here, isn't she? In the kitchen, in the lounge, in the hallway, behind the desk. It's surprising to think she's got time to be anywhere else.
It's just that I found this.
What is it?
It's a blue shoe with a buckle.
Oh, well, you'll need two, Tony.
I'm not going to wear it. It's Mother's shoe.
Oh, I see. Where was it?
In the orchard field.
The orchard field?
Yes.
You don't think in the midst of a fire she could have got trapped, do you? Perhaps buried under some falling masonry and nobody knows she's there?
No. Everything's been cleared up. They would have found her.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
It's just not like her. Not to be in touch.
Motel Hotel, can I help you? 22 Japanese exchange students, next Wednesday. Who are they exchanging with? Each other. Oh, that's lovely. Hiya, hoke, hi, ha. Yadatakimasu. Of course we do. 5 o'clock every afternoon.
You never cease to surprise me these days, Alison.
Well, where am I? It's all right, Neville. You're in hospital. Oh, yes. I keep forgetting. It's because you had a nasty bump on your head. We fell into a vat of cider. Oh, I remember now. Thank you for coming to visit, Violet. That's all right. And for the grapes. You're welcome. And for dragging me out of that vat of cider. It was nothing. You're remarkably light. I thought I saw... What, Neville? Nothing. Just the bump I expect. And all those cider fumes. I'm surprised Dad hasn't been in to see me. Oh, I meant to say, he's been arrested for arson.
Arson? Why, what happened?
They think he started the fire at the orchard.
No!
Mind you, it's the sort of thing he'd do. I'd better get down to the police station. Dad always says if ever he's arrested, I'm to give Sergeant Norris £10. He'll be wondering where I am. You can't go anywhere at the moment, Neville. Besides, don't worry. Your Aunt Caroline is here.
Aunt Caroline?
Yes, because you were unconscious with that bump on your head and having fallen into the cider vat, the police contacted your father's sister.
But Aunt Caroline's a Gorgon. Being the eldest child, she always thought she should have inherited, and not Dad because he's a man. She'll leave him in prison to rot, Violet, and then she'll take over everything. And I expect she'll have her horrible daughter Pansy with her.
There are 2 things I am going to do, Pansy. 1, leave my brother to rot in prison. 2, take over everything. Oh, yes. I've played second fiddle for too long. I'm the eldest. Napplewick Hall is mine.
Serve Neville right, too. Would you like to share my sweets? Would you like to ride my horse? Would you like to be my friend? Self, self, self. I hate him.
My poor darling. Don't worry.
The days of men ruling that particular roost are over.
That was The Orchard, the everyday story of country fruit. Will Betty Talbridge reappear? Will Dr. Clark be allowed to practice surgery again? Will the squire be released from police custody? Or will his sister ensure that he stays there and take over the estates and dispossess her nephew Neville, at present in hospital? The writer this week is Helena Duckling, the fruitery consultant is Professor Max Graviton, and the editor is Silas Haverstock. The orchard is set in a non-specified geographical location.